I'm Sheila Brummer with Siouxland Public Media News. Iowa Republican Congressman Zach Nunn is introducing legislation to improve broadband access in the state's rural areas. The bipartisan legislation would authorize the U.S. Department of Agriculture to be able to permanently offer loans and grants to improve access to broadband internet across the country. Representative Nunn says better broadband access can do things like help alleviate the state's critical nursing shortage by allowing nurses to connect with patients remotely and on a more flexible schedule.
But also gives them the ability to, work on a shift that is more amenable to their family.
Representative Nunn says the federal program could help support state efforts.
Governor Reynolds signed one of the biggest broadband expansion bills in Iowa's history, but it's not enough. The federal government needs to step up and stand in to make sure that all of our communities have access to this.
Governor Kim Reynolds signed a bill in 2021 creating a statewide grant program to support broadband access. The total new broadband investment between public and private money in Iowa now tops $790 million. Iowa ranks 33rd in the country for access to broadband internet service. Iowa Attorney General Brenna Bird is co-hosting a donation drive this week for anti-abortion pregnancy centers. She's celebrating the anniversary of the U.S. Supreme Court decision that ended the nationwide right to abortion. In a statement, Bird says donating critical baby supplies can help support women and embolden a culture that promotes life. An official with Planned Parenthood Advocates of Iowa says Bird's promotion of anti-abortion pregnancy centers is deplorable and cruel, especially as Bird has stopped paying for sexual assault survivors to receive emergency contraception and abortions. Bird hasn't said if or when those payments would resume. While anti-abortion pregnancy centers can provide some support services for mothers, they don't provide medical care and aren't regulated by the state. And this is the final month of the fiscal year for Iowa's state-licensed casinos, and it appears competition across the border will impact the year-end revenue total. Racing and Gaming Administrator Brian O'Rilko anticipates a little less revenue than last fiscal year, but he still tells Radio Iowa he expects a strong year for the industry as a whole. However, Harrah's Casino and the Horseshoe Casino in Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa both saw revenue drop in April and May. The 19 state casinos brought in more than $1.7 billion in the last fiscal year. This includes the Hard Rock in Sioux City. For Siouxland Public Media News, I'm Sheila Brummer.